We're here with the owner of that track, Mike Andrews, or AKA Kiwi Mike. How did you acquire this track?
I was perusing Facebook Marketplace looking for unnecessary stuff to buy, and it was during COVID, and I was itching to get a track. I had nowhere to run, and I saw this pop up on Marketplace up in Shingle Springs, and I got in touch with the guy, and he went and picked it up with a U-Haul and dragged it all the way back down here.
It's a really fun track. It's a 4-lane track. It's in Mike's garage. Very challenging.
Yeah, it looks so deceiving. You think, it's a pretty easy track, but there's a couple of sharp kinks on a few colors that'll keep you on your toes. But overall, it's pretty quick, flowing track and fun to drive. The lanes do vary in length, so that you got to take that into consideration when you're racing somebody. You got a 2 feet difference between each lane, starting off 58 on red and going down to 52 on yellow. So that is a challenge, and you got to get that in your head that you're just racing your lane and not the guy beside you.
Good. Thank you, Mike. Great to have this venue in Northern California.
Thanks to everybody who comes along and supports the races. It's awesome.
The racers arrived early and set up their pits. Farley just can't wait to get his cars on the track. We got Cedric in the house. Cedric, how you doing today?
So far, so good. Woke up early, tried to get down here early to get a head start, but I see it ready to go.
So the question of the day is, what do you like about 30-second scale racing?
The details of the cars, the beauties of them, and they were real cars, actually raced in the era. So you gotta love these. Just that whole detail of the car, components, easy to put together. This is what the manufacturers have offered: pods and bushings and tires and rims. So that's a beautiful thing to love right there.
So the question of the day is, what about 30-second scale racing appeals to you?
Well, that's what I started with, and that's what I stayed with. So since I was a little kid, I was in 132nd, and that's what I stayed with the whole time. So everything appeals to me. They're real cars. They look like real cars, and they handle really good. So if you set them up correctly, they'll run good.
What's your favorite class you're racing today?
Classic Le Mans.
Classic Le Mans. What car are you running?
The Lola T70, the coupe. Yeah.
Sounds good. Good luck today.
Yeah, will do. Thank you.
What do you like about 30-second scale racing?
Pretty much everything. I like the fact that you can do a lot of tweaking on them. I think they're an awesome car. They're durable. You can smack the crap out of them and they hold up. There's more lane clearance than 124th. So great racing. Love it.
Steve, how's it going? Haven't seen you in a while.
Doing good. Well, I have 2 young kids at home, so I don't get out a lot.
So they let you out of the house today?
Yeah, I got a pass today.
Okay, cool. What's the appeal to you of 30-second scale racing?
I started doing it about 20 years ago, and we saw the Fly C5Rs, the Corvettes, and loved the detail of them, and just got into it there. Before that, we had a couple HO, but the detail was nowhere near the 1/32nd scale, so just got obsessed about it ever since.
How much of it is the collecting the cars as opposed to the racing?
For the most part, before it was the collecting. I didn't start racing until I met you guys a few years ago. I enjoyed doing the scenery on the racetrack too, so that way the cars looked like they were on a real racetrack. So I kind of like the modeling aspect too. The
question of the day is, what about 30-second scale appeals to you?
The realistic look of the cars. We don't get that in 1/24th, because everything's Lexan. So I just love the looks of the cars. That's what drew me to this, and how fast they are to be so small. Very surprised when I first started racing these.
Sure. So I think for 1/32nd scale, it combines all the things that are great about slot cars with with the great things about scale modeling. So, like what other people were saying, they look like real cars, which is awesome. But then also, they're not so fast that you take it so seriously, right? So it just is more fun. It's more playful, more silly, and I just enjoy it a lot.
30-second scale, why? Just the detail in the cars. The cars got beautiful paint, decals, and once you tune them up, they run pretty decent and are quite a challenge to drive. So overall, very enjoyable, easy on the eyes, fun to tune. You can tune them a lot. and once you get them tuned up, they're fun to drive.
The first race of the day were IROC BMW M1s prepared by Randy. They're really fun to race, and even the corner marshals had a good time. The first of our regular race classes was for Scalextrics in Carrera GT3. This was followed by Le Mans Classics from 1965 to 1980. The next class was for Racer Sideways Group 5, and we took a moment to check and make sure everybody had the stock motor and gearing. The final race of the day was for Can-Am, which was dominated as usual by Thunderslot. The field did include a McLaren from Slotted and an MR Slot Car Shadow. Here's the start of the Can-Am race. As usual, the action was fast and furious, and full results and a race report can be found on NorCalSlotCar.com. Thanks to our host, Mike Andrews, for another great day of racing at Silicon City Speedway. We'll see you all later. This is Jim Rose with NorCal Slot Car Scene.